If you've ever tried to change your habits, your self-talk, or the way you show up in the world and felt like you kept slipping back into old patterns, there's a psychological reason for that. Identity isn't just who you think you are, it's who your brain believes you are, and that belief shapes everything. Today, we're exploring the psychology behind identity shifts and why real change begins long before your behavior does. Identity is the internal story your brain uses to explain who you are. It's built from your memories, your experiences, your emotional patterns, and the meanings you've assigned to them. Psychologists call this your self-schema, the mental blueprint that tells you what you're capable of, what you deserve, how you behave, what's like you, and what isn't. Your brain uses this blueprint to predict your behavior. And because the brain loves predictability, it tends to protect your current identity, even if that identity is outdated or limiting. When you try to shift your identity, even in a positive direction, your brain often pushes back. Not because you're weak, not because you lack discipline, but because identity is tied to psychological safety. Your brain asks, is this new version of me familiar? Is it predictable? Is it safe? If the answer is no, you may feel resistance, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, emotional discomfort, a pullback to old habits. This is your brain choosing familiarity over possibility. Identity forms through repetition, not intention. Every time you behave a certain way, every time you think the same thought, every time you interpret an experience through the same lens, your brain strengthens the neural pathways that support that identity. Over time, these patterns become automatic. They become who you are. This is why identity shifts require more than motivation. They require new patterns, small, believable, repeatable patterns that your brain can adopt without triggering threat responses. The most effective identity shifts don't come from big declarations like, I'm a completely different person now. They come from micro shifts, small, believable steps that gently expand your self-schema. Instead of, I'm confident, your brain responds better to, I'm learning to trust myself in small moments. Instead of, I'm disciplined, try, I'm becoming someone who follows through in simple ways. These micro shifts don't activate resistance. They create openings, small cracks in the old identity, where new possibilities can take root. Your brain needs evidence to support a new identity. But here's the key. The evidence doesn't have to be big. One moment of calm, one moment of follow-through, one moment of self-kindness, one moment of choosing differently. Each moment becomes a psychological vote for the identity you're building. This is how identity shifts happen, not through force, but through accumulation. Daily affirmations, when done correctly, help your brain rehearse the identity you're growing into. Not by pretending you're someone you're not, but by gently priming your mind to notice micro evidence that supports your new self-schema. When an affirmation is believable and emotionally safe, it signals to your brain, this is a direction we're moving toward. Your reticular activating system begins scanning for moments that align with that identity. And when your brain notices even small examples, the shift becomes self-reinforcing. Affirmations don't create identity change. They support the psychological conditions that make identity change possible. Identity shifts don't happen all at once. They happen through gentle repetition, emotional safety, and small moments of alignment with who you're becoming. You don't have to transform overnight. You just have to take one believable step at a time. If this video helped you understand your mind in a deeper, more compassionate way, I invite you to stay connected. This channel is dedicated to the science of identity, belief change, and nervous system safety. And if that's the journey you're on, you're in the right place. Take a moment to click the like button. It helps this content reach more people who need it. And if you want more science backed tools for identity rewiring and emotional regulation, make sure to subscribe before you go. Your identity is not fixed, your brain is capable of change, and you're already taking the steps.